How to save a struggling relationship. You know, there comes a point in everybody's relationship where it becomes difficult. And things aren't what they used to be. The pandemic has shut things down, so now you're locked in the house 24/7 with people. There's no outlets, there's no breaks, there's no place to go to, get rid of your stress and anxiety. And sometimes these things can put a struggle in your relationship. Well, I have a couple of ideas on how to save your struggling relationship. I think perhaps this is the most valuable one and most important one because a lot of people don't do it. And that is reevaluate the reason that you're together. And I mean, honestly, sit down, do some introspection, some self inspection, and look at the entire relationship and think to yourself, why are we still together? And that's not a bad thing. It's important because if you can't come up with the why you're still together, then the bad news is maybe you shouldn't be together. So maybe you're struggling in your relationship because you shouldn't be in that relationship. So sit down and don't do this alone. Reevaluate your relationship with your partner. Have this discussion. Because if y'all can't come up with the reason that y'all are together, then y'all need to mutually understand that maybe you shouldn't be together. That's number one. Number two, communication. Communicate with your partner what you're going through, what's happening with you. Why are you acting like this? Men, I'm sorry to say, we are the worst of the worst of the worst at communication, especially when it comes to how we feel, the pressures that are on our shoulder, the disparity that we're facing, the depression. We don't talk about none of that. You ask me, yo, E, how you feeling? Oh, I'm good. How's everything? Everything's fine. How's work? Beautiful. All right, man, catch you later. For real. And that's it. All lies. All lies. Women are experts at communicating these things with each other. And with you, if you'll listen, if a woman is stressed out, she talks to somebody. If she's afraid, if she's anxious, if she's depressed, if she's got pressures, she talks to somebody. A woman is the first one that'll tell you we need to go to a therapist. Why? To talk. Let's sit down with our pastor. For what? To talk. Can we go to your father's house? My father, for what? To talk. Because women want to talk. Women get stuff out. Remember I said before, women process stuff externally, on the outside. Men process stuff internally, on the inside, which isn't always a good thing. And so, for whatever reason, we've been taught that telling our woman, or even telling our kids, or telling anybody that I'm scared, that I'm depressed, I don't think I can make it. This thing is so heavy on my shoulder, I don't know what to do. I'm lost. I'm confused. I see disaster around every corner. Wait a minute, men. If there's any men watching this video, please sit down right now because I'm getting ready to say something that will knock you over. Okay? You ready? Here we go. I need help. For some reason, we feel like if we do any of that, that will discredit our manhood. That our kids will look at us like, dang, I ain't know dad was such a punk. And our wives or our women will look at her and be like, damn, he weak. This is not true. This is not the case. In fact, holding all that stuff in doesn't make you strong. It weakens you. It weakens you and it chips away at your relationship. And you might be struggling in your relationship because you got so much bottled up that you can't get nothing in and you can't let nothing out. And believe you me, kids are not as stupid as we want them to be, or that we believe they are. They may not be able to write down those scientific formulas for what's going on, but they feel it and they contemplate something in their heads, you know. And the woman, she's not as stupid as we want to believe she is. She may not be able to write down the scientific formula for what's going on, but in her heart, in her head, she knows something is wrong. Why won't he tell me, talk to me? And we look at her straight in her eyes and say, nah, I'm good. Lie right to her face. Lying is terrible under certain circumstances. And we have to get past that, men. Men, we have to get past that. Even if we can't get past the fact that we think our woman's going to think we're weak, we have to talk to somebody. We have to get these things out of us in order for us to function. An empty glass cannot get another drink. That's why my glass is never, ever. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. A full glass can't get another drink. That's why my glass is never, ever, ever full. Okay, moving on. Number 3. Do something special together. And when I say do something special together, I mean just you and her. And this is going to be a thing now, okay? It's going to be a thing, which means that it's not family day. It's not a group outing. It's not a work party. It's just me and you, and that's it. And this thing that we create for us has to be for us, and it has to continue. So we might say every 5th of May is National Rock Collection Day. So I like collecting rocks. So you say, okay, you know what? Every 5th of May, me and you are going to go on a road trip. And on our way, we're going to stop every 30 miles and look around and see if we see any rocks we can collect. This is now our thing. So the 5th of May, where's the phone? Phone's off. Well, put the phone on vibrate, because if there's an emergency, you know, you need to know, you know. So put the phone on vibrate, house phone is turned off, you know, everything is packed, we're ready to go. Unless someone is dying or in an accident or the rapture has occurred and we were left behind. If it's not something of that magnitude, do not answer that phone. This time is our time for our thing, period. And even if it's not something as drastic as that, maybe it's every Sunday at 8 o'clock. We got to be here at the house to watch Power together. You know, I'm watching Power Book 3 now, Raising Cain, you know. But maybe that's the thing. So now the phones are off. No, everybody know not to call me. Everybody, everything, the whole world can go to hell. Because right now it's just me and you and Power Book 3. And that's it. That could be the thing. You know, so whatever it is, make it a special thing that y'all do together that nobody else can share. It's just the two of you. That can help save your struggling relationship. Number 4. Cut out external influences. Man, oh man, oh man. Opinions is like an a-hole. Everybody's got one. Some people are haters. They just so jealous of your relationship. They wouldn't waste no time to try to get in there and just tell you to do stuff that's just stupid stuff that's just going to destroy your relationship. Even if it wasn't even that serious. Oh my goodness. Do you know when I came home, the roll of tissue was empty. There's a roll right there. Why didn't he replace it? Oh, no, no, no. No man would do that to me. I would leave him. Oh, my goodness. He's so disrespectful. He don't love you. He leave. Haters. And if you're not smart, your stupid behind will listen to them, dump this good man, and then when he's off with some other chick, you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute. Did I really dump this man because he wouldn't change the tissue on the roll? And your girl who told you to dump him, she's still with her man living happily ever after, living her best life. You're the one alone looking stupid. So, some people are just haters. There are some people that that genuinely try to help, but when they give you all this information, I was reading this book by Dr. Xanadril, who's a foremost authority in relationships, and I'm like, hooray for you. Thank you for the information. Here's what I'm getting at. Listen to everybody. Take all the information that everybody can give you. Your moms, your family, your cousin, your girlfriends, it's funny. I could say her girlfriends, but if she has male friends and I say her boyfriends, that's just kind of wrong. But anyway, you know what I mean. Take the information from all the sources. Here's where you win. Judge the information. If this information fits you or him or both of you, use it. If it doesn't fit, I don't care if they found the information out the Bible. If it does not fit, don't use it. It's going to cause chaos. And family are the worst. They're the worst outside influences ever. Cut all of them out of your relationship. Don't give them no ends inside, no influence whatsoever, because family will destroy your relationship. All right, let's move right along. Number 5. Did I do 5 already? No. This is number 5. Number 5, perhaps, is the most difficult of them all. And that is to forgive each other. So we have sat down and we reevaluated our reasons for being together. So we got good reasons to be together. That's cool. We communicated. We talked about our fears, our weaknesses, our strengths. Great. We carved out something special that's just between the two of us. Excellent. We cut out all the external influences. Fine. Now, we come to the most difficult part, and that is forgiving one another. During the time of relationships, you get into fights and arguments. My father always told me, in a relationship, you have 1,000,000 battles and 6 bullets. So choose wisely. But when you're in a relationship, you fight, you argue, and you say things and you do things that was like way too much. Sometimes you're guilty of things, sometimes you're not. But after you've done all this to preserve your relationship, and the man has said he's sorry, and he repents, or the woman apologizes for her role in the whole thing, forgiving one another means you are no longer guilty of this charge. You have been released. I forgive you. I let you go. Your record has been expunged. It's like you never did it. But brothers, believe you me, there is something else to this forgiveness thing. And that is, you must never, ever do it again. Because just like the courts, where your record is dismissed and sealed, if you commit a crime again, the lawyers can see those files. Your woman or your man or whoever who granted you the forgiveness is predicated on you never doing it again. And if you do it again, that case will be reopened. You will be sentenced to the 16th circle of hell for all eternity to burn with fire and brimstone while they beat you with a whip. Okay, that's a little dramatic, I know. But you get my point. If you apologize, first of all, I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to put this right out there. If you apologize, I'm sorry, I heard something at the studio door. I didn't know what it was. But anyway, if you apologize, I'm sorry. Do not apologize if you do not intend on never doing it again. I would rather you just tell her or tell him, I did it, and so what? They would respect you more if you said that than for you to tell them, I'm sorry, and then do it again. So, if you apologize, don't do it again, and you'll be fine. Number 6, come clean. Well, I wrote come clean about one thing, but I'm changing that. Come clean about it all. Come clean, just dump it all out on the table. You know, whether you got caught or you're confessing, just put the whole thing out there on the table. You know, I mean, because think about it. If my lady comes and she tells me, hey, did you drink one of my juices? And I go, yeah, I drank one of your juices. I was thirsty. It was hot. And she was like, I'm sorry. I'll get you another juice. All right, whatever. And then she goes to the refrigerator and all the juices are gone. She's going to be furious. You didn't drink one of my juices. You drank all of them. And it's like, come clean about the whole thing. You drank one of my juices? Baby, I didn't drink one of your drunk juices. I drank all of those joints. I mean, it was hot. I was thirsty. You know, I'll buy you another pack tomorrow, but they are all gone. So when she goes to the refrigerator, she might be mumbling, but at least she knows the whole story. So don't tip-tattle around the truth or around the confession or the admittance. Just come clean about the whole thing. That's the easiest way to put the whole thing behind you, and it's one of the best ways to solidify the repentance and forgiveness. Come clean about the whole thing, everything. When I was 6 years old, I stole a bag of potato chips, and I fell down when I was running, bag busted, potato chips all over the ground. Tell them everything. Confess it all. All right. Last but not least, number 7. Set boundaries with each other. Now, boundaries have to be set after all of this, and these boundaries are to prevent you from doing these things again. These are clear-cut rules that say you can or can't do a thing. And it's not for you to make on your own or for her to make on their own. It's for y'all to make together. Because now she's going to tell me, listen, okay, because somebody is going to get hurt in this house. So I'm going to say this real quick, okay? Remember what I said, that I never put labels on stuff in the refrigerator, you know, mine, his, and all that, because it's if you hungry, you eat. That's just it. That rule is out the window, okay? I'm putting my name on every juice that's mine. If you see my name, you don't touch my juice. You want a juice, you call me, but you don't touch my juice. That's a boundary. So now when I go in the refrigerator, I'm looking for all the juices without her name on it. And if all the juices have her name on it, well, then I just can't drink them unless I call and ask. This prevents me from drinking all of her. Well, if I respect her, it would prevent me from drinking all of her juices again. You get it? So it sets boundaries to stop me from doing that thing. I cheated with Susie Q because I went out with her. She's a good friend of mine. We was hanging out. We got drunk. Things happened. So now, after I'm forgiven and all the wounds are healed and what have you, the new boundary is you cannot go out, hang out with a woman or with women by yourself. Okay? If you're gonna hang out with your lady friends, because I'm not gonna tell you can't have friends that are female. I'm not gonna tell you that. That's ridiculous. But if you're gonna hang out with them, I'm coming too. And if I can't make it, Jared has to be there because Jared is a very honorable man. He ratted on you this time. I know he'll rat on you again. So Jared has to go with you. If Jared goes, then I'm okay with you hanging out. These are boundaries to help control behaviors so you don't do these things again. So once all of these things, or even one of these things, depending on what's going on in your relationship and why is it struggling, following this advice could save your struggling relationship. Thanks for watching.